Hi boys and girls. Our learning goal for today is to use bar models to solve real-world problems involving addition and subtraction of money. Okay, let's get started. Our first problem says, Maggie has 27 cents. She saves 15 cents more. She spends 19 cents. How much money does Maggie have left? The first thing we need to do is see if this is a one-step or a two-step word problem. And I can tell that this is a two-step word problem because the first step, I need to find out how much money Maggie has. The second step, I need to find out how much money Maggie has left. Let's look at our bar models to help us solve this problem. So the first thing I notice is that I'm using a bar model that is a part whole bar model. And I have my 27 cents that Maggie had, the 15 cents that she saves, and we're solving for the whole, which is how much she has all together. So we have our 27 cents and our 15 cents. Boys and girls, remember when we're working with money, you need to make sure that you label your money in either cents or dollars. So we're going to add this. So we know that Maggie has 42 cents. Now we need to look at our problem again to figure out and solve for the second question. So we know that she spends 19 cents. And our question is asking how much money does Maggie have left? So I know that we need to subtract and we need to use another part whole model where we are going to start with our whole, which is our 42 cents, and we're going to be taking away our one part, which is the 19 cents, and we're solving for how much Maggie has left. Okay, so boys and girls, I can see that there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door and borrow. So I can see that Maggie has 23 cents left. All right, let's look at another problem. This problem says, a DVD player costs $168. A camera costs $75 more than the DVD player. A computer costs $300. How much more does the computer cost than the camera? I can see again, boys and girls, that this is going to be a two-step word problem. Because the first thing I need to find out is how much the camera costs. And the second thing I need to find out is how much more the computer costs than the camera. So once again, boys and girls, we're going to use bar models to solve this problem. So this time we're going to be using a comparison bar model. And you can see that we have the DVD player, and here's our bar, and that costs $168. And we have our camera, and we have that same bar for the $168, plus we have $75 more because we know that the camera costs $75 more than the DVD player. So let's go ahead and add those two amounts. make sure that we use our dollar sign so we label what we're working in. This is 14. We're going to carry the 1, and that's 2. So we now know that the camera costs $243. Okay, now we have to go back and solve for the second part of our word problem, the second question, which we're going to solve to find out how much more does the computer cost than the camera. And here I see that the computer costs $300 and our camera costs $243. So once again, we're going to use the same type of bar model, and we can see that here's our computer, and our computer costs $300, and we need to know how much more it costs than this camera. So we're going to subtract to solve this question. So I'm going to subtract the 300, which is what the computer costs, from the 243. We're going to put our 243 here on this bar model. Now we're going to go ahead and subtract, and I can see that there's more on the floor, and I can see that I'm subtracting across zeros, so I know that I need to go all the way over to my hundreds to borrow. And then I'm going to make this a 10, and now I know that I need to borrow from my tens now to give my ones. So okay, so we know that that's a 7, and then we're going to subtract this, and then we can see that this is 0. So we can see that the computer costs $57 more than the camera. Okay, boys and girls, what I'd like you to do now is you're going to work with your group, and you're going to use your habits of discussion and discuss what you learned, the strategies that I used to solve these real world problems involving addition and subtraction of money.